I hope everyone's having a wonderful week and a very, very awesome Wednesday as we begin, as we're starting to close out 2020. Shalom, Sebastian. How are you? Shalom, Amy. How are you, dear sister? I'm doing well, Sebastian. Thank you very, very much. I'm glad to hear everything is going well. Shalom, Rabbi. Listen, Shalom, Rabbi. Shalom, Barbara. How are you? I was reading your message. Shalom, Barbara. How are you? I hope everyone is doing well. It's been quite some time, yes. Glad you're able to join us tonight. I'm doing well, Barbara. Thank you. Thank you. We will begin our Maariv service in just under 1 minute. Shalom, Ellen. Yes, you made it. You made it through, I should say. Glad to see the chat working for you. Shalom, Erev Tov, everyone. My name is Rabbi Deborah McKenzie. I am in tonight for Rabbi Nancy, and it is my honor and pleasure to be with you this evening. I am located in Clarksburg, Maryland, which is a suburb of Washington, D.C. I'm also a JSLI Rabbinical School alumna, and tonight we will be using the Rabbi Deborah Sidur in the online Sidurim on the website, and we'll also be using our social media feeds, Facebook and our YouTube. Shalom, Ellen, how are you? And so with that, let us welcome and greet each other with the Hine Matov. Hine Matov Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Behold how good and pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to dwell together Welcome, Siona. How are you? Let the good in me connect with the good in others until all the world is transformed through the compelling power of love. I hope all of you are doing wonderful as we are just almost a day away from last day of 2020. And I can tell you, we've come through a lot this year, but we're survivors, blessed survivors. It's not been the easiest. It's not been the easiest year, but in the end, there are some things that we can take from this year into 2021. Shalom, Reva. How are you? Let us join together in our call to worship the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Praise be the Lord unto whom all praises are due. Praise be the Lord unto whom all praises are due, now and forever. Let us embrace the evening, at least here in Maryland. Let us embrace the evening time with the Maariv Aravim. Praised are you, Adonai, our God who rules the universe. By your word is the evening dusk, and by your wisdom is the dawn. The day is designed wondrously, and the seasons are set in order. And by your will are the stars arranged in the sky. Adonai Tzevaot is your name. You create day and night, ruling light away from darkness and darkness away from light. Eternal God, your sovereignty shall embrace us forever. Praised are you, Adonai, for each evening's dusk. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamaariv Aravim. Amen. So let us go to the Ahavat Olam in English. So let's see, Tiona, you're in Sebastian in Carroll County, yes. So we do have the Maryland crew represented tonight. Shalom, Brian. Let us go to the Ahavat Olam in English. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel and everyone from around the world. Let us join together in affirming our faith with the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Eternal One is our God. The Eternal God is one. Let us go to the V'ahavta in English. And you shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day, and impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you should remember to do all these commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai, your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai, your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Let us go to the Micha Mocha on page 9. Micha Mocha Ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha Nedar Ba'Kodesh, Norati Lot Osef Eleh. Who is like you, O God, among the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Now let's go to the Hashkivenu, our request for protection. Make us, Adonai, to lie down in peace, and awaken us again, our sovereign in life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us and shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our going and our coming. Grant us life and peace, now and always. Praised are you, Adonai, eternal guardian of your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, shomer Ramo Yisrael la'ad. Amen. Shalom, Marvin. Let us go to the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgada v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. B'yamad yivrach rutei, b'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayedecho be'Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv, v'yimaru, amen. Yeshemei Rabba mevorach, le'olam olam me'amaya yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yipoar v'yiramam v'yinaseh. V'yitadar v'yitale v'yitala, shemei d'kudsha barichu. Le'ela min kol b'dechata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damihiran be'alma, v'imaru, amen. At this time, let us have a moment of silent devotion, silent meditation, or silent reflection. And if you're using the online Siddur, please go to page 13 for a little bit of Arav Nachman of Breslav and the Indian River. And Shalom, Emily. How are you? At this time, let us join together for Tefillat HaAmidah, and let us lift our spirits and raise our hearts, and rise humbly in prayer. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Anora El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim ve'Koneh HaKol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'Mevii Gola Livnei v'Nehem, L'man Shemo B'Yava, Melech Ozer Moshiach Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, v'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol atah, Rav le'Hoshia. Mashiv HaRuach Morid HaGashem, Mechakel Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar. Mi chamocha bal gevurot, umido melach, melech memit umachaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'nemarat halachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye HaKol. Erev Tov, everyone. We've come to the Hoda'ah portion of our service, and I hope all of you are doing well. I hope that perhaps this month of December has afforded you and allowed you to have some downtime, some time to kind of decompress, some time to, rest, some time to reflect, some time to begin healing, whatever that healing may be. And, here we are, December 30th. A lot's happened. So much has happened, and so much is still happening. And, it has taken effort, probably more this year than others, to really take stock in those things that have really been blessings for us, those things that have helped us get through from moment to moment, because so much has gone on, in the world overall, not the least of which, here in the United States. We've gone through a lot, and, whether it's personally, whether it's communally, whether it's, nationally or globally, there are things that we have all been impacted by. So I want you to just take this moment, and I want you to inhale and exhale at least 3 times, and just breathe. Just breathe and smile and be present in your journey. And with each exhale, set all those things that draw your attention or cause worry or frustration or misery or just have not allowed you to just feel like you have weight lifted. Just set those things aside for a moment and smile and be present in your own journey. And take this time for you to acknowledge those achievements you've accomplished, those lessons you've learned. This year has been so full of them. Acknowledge those for yourself. Acknowledge the loved ones in your lives, the kindnesses and good fortunes you've had to share as well as receive. Moments when you've had a joyful spirit or a joyful heart or a sincere spirit of gratitude or peace or any of the many and varied blessings with which you have been blessed. Take this time and just recall them. I am going to read the Hoda'ah aloud while I do as you do so. And while I'm doing so, if you are so inclined, please feel free to share at least one item for which you are truly grateful. And if you want to make it special, even more special, share one item for which you are truly grateful for in 2020. We proclaim that you are Adonai, our God, and the God of our ancestors throughout all time. You are the rock of our lives, the shield of our salvation in every generation. We thank you and praise you for our lives that are in your hand, for our souls that are in your charge, for your miracles that are with us daily, for your wonders and gifts that accompany us at all times, evening, morning, and noon. You are good and your mercy is everlasting. You are compassionate and your kindness never ending. We have always placed our hope in you. Oh, let's see. Congratulations, Mazel Tov. Siona, she's thankful for her husband, and today is their double high wedding anniversary. Oh my goodness, that is wonderful. Mazel Tov. Ellen for 2021. Ellen is grateful for having Sim Shalom and also her cats. Amy is definitely grateful for Rabbi Galit supporting her and helping her get brave and file a complaint in small claims court. Barbara is thankful for this community. Emily is grateful because her grandson got engaged to a lovely girl on Christmas Day. Mazel Tov, Emily. And Kol HaKavod, Amy. That takes a special strength to be able to do that, but a very good first step. I am thankful for all of you, for each and every one of you, each and every time we get to come together like this, for those of you who communicate and correspond with me and offline, very truly thankful for that. You've taught me a lot. I've learned, and it's very, very special to me. Thank you. I am also thankful for the many lessons 2020 has presented. And as challenging as it may have been, some of those long, hard-fought lessons have been invaluable. Sebastian is thankful to everyone at Sim Shalom. I'm completely completely. And Siona is grateful for discovering Sim Shalom in 2020. It is truly this community is like no other, unique, special, and sacred like no other. So thank you all. Thank you very much for sharing. And welcome, Faina. For all these goodness and blessings, we shall ever praise and exalt you. May every living creature thank you and praise you faithfully, God of our deliverance and our help. Praised are you, Adonai, the essence of goodness, to whom it is worthy to give praise. Amen. The Amen. Thank you all so much. And thank you for, sharing so much of yourselves with each other in the chat and even offline, and the wonderful friendships and camaraderie that has taken place through Sim Shalom. It is truly remarkable, and I thank each and every one of you. We have proven the power of cyber connection, and the energy and intention that goes into it is just simply it's remarkable. It's healing. And we know that transitioning into healing, that this is something that we are in so desperate need of in so many ways. But we know that, there are a number of us even here tonight, those who share our space, those who still reside in our hearts and in our minds, who are in need of healing, who are in need of recovery and restoration, who are in need of hope, encouragement, strengthening, and inspiration, those who are in need of comfort, those who are in need of acceptance, solace, and peace. So at this time, please type in the names of those for whom you want the prayer for healing said. And as I read each name aloud, let us join together in our intention, in our prayers for a complete healing, recovery, restoration, hope, comfort, encouragement, inspiration, acceptance, solace, and peace for all those who are in need, that they may receive healing. Heal us, Adonai, and we shall be healed. Help us, and we shall be saved, for you are our glory. Grant complete and perfect healing for all of our afflictions. And may you who blessed our ancestors, may it be your will to send complete healing and restoration of body, mind, and soul too. Chuck, Laura, Ben, Peggy, Larry Krutchik, all who are suffering physically and emotionally. Jennifer, Francis Johnson, Lois Mishkin, Doreen and Dorothy, Laura and David Perlman, and John Cerullo. Siona's brother's school, including his colleagues, Ms. Cyrus, Ms. Edwards, Ms. Mendoza, and the Gibbons family. Amy, Pam, Hazel, Joanne, Rabbi Galit and her husband, Dean, Rosemary, Johnny and Stacy, Selma Bat Ida, Eric bin Maggie, Marlene Bat Chaya, Ziona's mother's retirement community, Candace Bat Colleen, Raymond bin Catherine, Faina Bat Raisa, And if there are others, please type in their names. In the meantime, I will add the McCaslin, Doyle, and Haley families, the McCullough and Mitchell families, Michael Ben Sapora, Anthony Ward, Stephanie, Lucy, those with COVID and victims of violence, Valerie, Aaron, Maddie, Trey, Mayo, Bonnie, Izumi, Malcolm, Rose, Albert, Terry, Bernard, Mary, and Joseph Aronofsky, Wendy Vogel, Patty Vogel, and the Vogel family, Shandel Bat Sharon, Meir Ben Sorka, Hanabat Shandel, Leah Adnon Gabru, the medical professionals, first responders, and frontline workers, Success Surgery and Fast Recovery for Fianna's son Michael. Leah Adnom Gabru, Miriam, the Orlandi family, the Kivett and Blaine families, Sebastian's brother Harold, Sebastian's mom and family, and even the people that are unknown enemies. Batya Malka Basperochaya, Susan, Chris and Angie, Rala, Ken, the Langholt family, Yarbo family, Michael, John, the Allen family, the Sudberg family, Deng Nguyen, the James, Adams, Williams, McKenzie, and Grant families, Roland and Judy Hanson, those injured, as well as family and friends of those who've perished in tragedies in 2020, those with COVID-19 related illnesses, as well as family and friends of those who've perished as a result of COVID-19 related illnesses, and our injured and wounded warriors and soldiers, as well as our family and friends of those warriors and soldiers who've made the ultimate sacrifice. We also include our brothers and sisters in worship who've been affected and impacted by causeless hatred, anti-Semitism, racism, misinformation, misunderstanding, and psychological and physiological inconsistencies that continue to lead to violence and fatalities amongst assemblies. They also include Williola, Fred, Sarah, Zachariah, Zephaniah, Tzion, Israela, Rob, Ann, Anna, the Peta and DeCrescenta families, Melanie, Matt and Eli, Aaron and Lucy, the Crowley family, the Sutphin and Crowley families, Marcia, Herbert, Rachel, Gilaloma Bat Rachel, Bill, Avat Bat Miriam, Rav Jenny, and Dave Poland, Rav Tony, the Terry family, the Cohen family, the Argaby and Chikiri families, and Steve Davis. And Beth. Yep, I included her as well. Thank you, Tiana. Along with all others who suffer. And may those who tend to those who are ill, Adonai, be strengthened and encouraged so that we may serve by intending and attending to their restoration, serving as an instrument of your healing and reflecting your blessing and goodness in their time of need. For you are the faithful and merciful God of healing. May this come to pass speedily in our day. Praised are you, Adonai, who is the healer of Israel, all people everywhere, and all your creation. And let us say, Amen, Amen. And for all those all those whose names we have said aloud, as well as those whose names we still hold in our hearts and in our minds. For them do we intend and pray for complete and speedy refuah shalema. Amen. Amen. At this time, let us go to the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, לגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים משתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. And it is said, and the Lord shall be sovereign over all the earth, and in that day shall the Lord be one, and Adonai's name one. At this time, let us turn our hearts and minds and remember those who have transitioned to the world beyond to their eternal rest. And we know even though these dear souls are no longer with us physically, they still live within us. Their lives, their journeys, the memories, their legacies are ever imprinted in our hearts and in our minds. Even with the passage of time, we still hold them ever precious. If you are in mourning or are observing a yard site, please join me now in saying the Mourner's Kaddish. And if you are so inclined, please type in the names of those whose memories you cherish and wish to honor this evening. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. V'alma divrach rutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'galal v'zman. Kari v'imru. Amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lamei almaya. יתברך וישתבח ויפאר וירומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה L'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Osei shalom b'mrumav, hu ya'asei shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, Amen. Tonight, we remember all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. We're remembering Jackie's dad, Samuel K. We're remembering Max and Annie Berger. All those who passed away due to COVID-19. Remembering Kathy, Glenn Thorne, Maureen, Rabbi Mindy, Helene, Henry, Mildred, Rose, Art. Remembering Sally and Abe Perlman and Jack Robarts. Catherine Botluli, and Benjamin. We're also remembering Isaiah Dober, Meir Ben Glicka, Beverly Fletcher, Sam, Beth, Rabbi Karen's cat, Sonny, Lynn Gracie, and Don Wells. And if there are others, please type in their names. In the meantime, I will also add Cynthia Whiting, Tom Sutphin, Renee Sudberg, Stephanie's brother, Goldie Cooper, Patrice Arbeau, Eric Garber, Kevin Burke, Zora, Angeline McKenzie Adams, Ken's grandmother, Stephen Kivett, Randy Layton, Leela Mae McCullough, Mr. and Mrs. Palmer Orlandi Sr., Father Jack McCaslin, Sylvia De Crescente Petta, all those who've perished as a result of COVID-19 related illnesses. Our soldiers and war fighters who have perished making the ultimate sacrifice, and our veterans who've also perished, and those who have perished in tragedies of 2020. The Tehillim say that the issues of death belong unto you, Adonai. Therefore in them, do they and we exist in your unity. We include victims of violence. All souls are with you, O Sovereign. So teach us to number our days that we may apply our hearts into wisdom. And teach us to live wisely and unselfishly, courageously and fruitfully, in truth and in understanding, in love and in peace, so that our remembrance of them will be more than just mere moments of sadness and regret, but rather spur us on to live more nobly and more inspired. And may the names of those whose memories we cherish be for a blessing. And may we bring honor to them in our living. And may we become worthy, so that those who come after us may likewise remember us for good, as we this day affectionately remember those who were unto us a blessing. And let us say, Amen. Well, Chaverim, Mishpacha, we have come to the end of our Maariv service this evening, and my last Maariv service of 2020 with you. And it's again, it has been my pleasure and absolute honor, and I thank you. Of course, Sim Shalom continues to have Maariv services all throughout the week, including New Year's Day. So, Monday through Thursdays with JSLI rabbis. I'm in tonight for Rabbi Nancy, but tomorrow night Rabbi Galit. Also, Friday nights, Kabbalat Shabbat with Rabbi Blaine. I want to do a quick shout out to Roberto. Shalom, Roberto. And shalom, Jackie and Randy Grossman. Thank you for also being here this evening. As we finish up the new year, we also finish up Sefer Breshit. Kind of great timing in a way. This Sefer kind of wraps up the foundational portion of the Torah and our foundational narrative for establishing the house, if you will, or the nation of Bnei Israel. And the children of Israel are officially kind of implanted in Egypt right now. Of course, as Joseph dies, Yaakov dies, and they bury him back in the cave of Machpelah. Joseph also dies. But he does tell them that tells the children of Israel to, that God will visit them. He will remember them and will bring them out of Egypt into the land promised to them. That Adonai promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and that they would, when they are delivered, to bring his bones out with them. So this is kind of the end. I think I mentioned on Monday night we're looking at the conclusion of about 27 generations since Adam and Chava. So that concludes this part. Vayechi concludes this portion of that history. And then as we go into Sefer Shemot, it's kind of like we jump a good 400 years into the future, or leap into the future. So if you are studying this week's Parsha, I bid you great study. Again, I just want to thank you. We have no holidays necessarily coming up of interest, but I will say that we are, Sim Shalom, we're continuing to try to expand our footprint, if you will. We're also doing this with our rabbis through the Union of Jewish Universalist Communities, UJUC. A number of you have actually liked the Facebook page for UJUC. We're trying to encourage and increase membership and increase our footprint through UJUC. So I thank you all for those of you who have been supporting us and liking our Facebook pages and so forth. So I do want to offer thanks for that, and thanks for doing the same on the Sim Shalom page as well. You have no idea how much that means to you. I also want to give a personal thanks to all of you who support me on my Facebook page. I'll be putting up a couple of things for 2021 that I hope will kind of coincide and keep us going further, especially with Torah study and so forth. So keep your eye out for that, because I managed to work some things out. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope all of you are looking at Sebastian's email. So Sebastian, we'll certainly keep that in mind. Thank you very much. Also, I just want to give you kind of a little message on 2020. I don't want you to go into 2021 thinking that a magic wand's going to happen, because it's not. We're going to wake up Friday and it's going to be the next day. But I do want you to be optimistic. I want you to feel that there is a lot to look forward to. Not because we're running away from everything that happened in 2020, but because 2020 has prepared us to be able to accept whatever challenges come forward in 2021, whatever blessings that come forward in 2021, we are prepared to take on and go to the next level. So I want you to be heartened and don't begrudge 2020, because there were lots of heroes, there were lots of blessings, there were lots of sacrifices, and there's no need to have all of that be set aside, because our experience of it really felt challenging. Go and take the grains of the nuggets of goodness and stay strong. Thank you, Tiana. Stay strong. And you know what? 2021 is there for us, but it's going to be what we make it. So I want you, and I wish for all of you the very best as we go forward to 2021. I wish you all, please stay safe. Please stay well. If you do have an opportunity to get vaccine, I want you to just drop me a line if you have any concerns or whatever, but I just want you to please do what's best for you in staying safe and staying well. So with that, please allow me to bless you with the threefold blessing before going into our Wednesday evening or Thursday morning. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. God bless you all. Thank you so very much. Erev tov u'layla tov u'shavua tov u'shana tova. Please be safe. Please be well. Please be blessed. But most of all, continue to be a blessing. Continue to shine your light. And I'll see you in 2021. Love you. God bless you all. Take care, please. Love you and see you soon. Bye-bye.